오,
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Banks. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Trying play action. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown time! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. One of the most valuable things things a quarterback can have, David. Short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Marks. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Let's talk about Alabama. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Looking for a deep man. And he makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Banks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown Sooners. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Marks. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's
a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turn.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
They'll try the run. And some room to work. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Marks. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Runs through a tackle.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run. And the defense has one stop. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the back over the middle.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Here's a heat. About a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback making checks. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Marks. He fires one deep down the right side. And he holds it in at the 30. Open spaces. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense.
patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Banks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. Scrambling away. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Marks. Good timing on the quick out. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Alabama pushing the tempo. He'll throw on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Snares it outside. It's Lee. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw it. Going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Caught in the backfield, it's Wicks. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space.
Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to more of that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake. Fires left. Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Banks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Now the play fake. Quick completion on the out. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to go over that trip to the house.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Banks. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too. Because
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Marks. Throws to the back. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
14.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong, turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They'll go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Complete on the shuffle. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Direct snap. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Quinns. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
On the direct snap, it's Quinns. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Marks. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going for 6. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, can't win by enough, gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. Running inside the 20. And
I needed that.
The interception. Touchdown tie.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws, and he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. On target over the middle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Let's go. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. One more play to pad the stats. Under fire. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Damn, nigga making you give up, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I had that shit on lock, bro. I don't know. That's why I killed that fucking zone. Bust that bitch wide open. At least you scored 14, bro. I ain't want you to score nothing. I gave you 7 on a pick six, and then you went down there and drove a drive. That was who at me for me? You picked it off. Bro, it's not even that, bro. I have so many plays I like out that formation. You don't know what's coming. You don't know if I'm gonna run that bitch. You don't know if I'm gonna throw the bubble. If you fight the bubble, I'm beating you deep. It's like if I guess right, it's over for you on that in that coverage. If I guess right, if I read the coverage right, with the two to the right and one behind, and I throw that bubble, I be running that bitch off it. I throw it deep off it. Y'all throw a slant off it. I throw all type of shit off it. Depends if I read the defense right. Sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I throw that bitch and nigga run that bitch all the way back to the house. I'm like, oh fuck. Cause once he catch that bubble, it's over for you. You ain't catching no cornerback with that. That's pick six. Holla at me tomorrow. Yeah. Good game though. Good game though, little brother. Shake back next week, bro. Who you got? No, you not. Nah. No, this the best season. Now you want tank. This the best season. You go fuck up. Listen, listen, listen. This how I look at it. When I be losing in other leagues, bro. If I know I'm not gonna make the playoffs, because sometimes nigga just fuck up and don't make the playoffs, I'm going to fuck up somebody else's season where they can't make the fucking playoffs. That's how I play it. Yeah. Who you playing next, Heisman? Oh, that's your little partner, huh? No, not the crowd. You gonna blame 74, 70 to 14, you gonna blame the crowd, bro? Oh, audibles, yeah. Oh, momentum. Well, yeah, once you lose the momentum when you're away, it's over for you. But dog, you kept testing Derek, dog. You kept testing him, bro. Stop throwing it that way. Don't throw it that way, bro. He like the best safety in college football right now, bro. Like number one safety in college football. And you just solidified that by doing what you just did for him. You hear me? You gotta start using number 14 more, bro. Number 14, that's his number. Yeah, JoJo Finger, boy. I say you gotta start using it. You got 4 receptions, bro. He got the same amount as everybody else, boy. He need the ball a lot. That's your best receiver. And then he was breaking that bitch every time he caught it. He breaking that bitch for more yardage. And he the only one who scored on your team, bro. That I already know. He needs speed too. You ain't throwing it right. You gotta throw it a certain way, bro. You gotta throw that bitch a certain way when you throw it deep. I promise you, I'm learning more and more how to catch that bitch, how to angle that bitch, like how to stop the receiver from keep running the ball. You gotta know how you on the you know how you on the field, bro, and a quarterback throw the ball and you trying to time the height to catch it like the hops, to jump and go get that bitch. You gotta do that on the game too. You can't just wait for that bitch to land in your hands. You gotta get that bitch at the highest level you could get it. Wherever the highest is, you gotta go higher than a cornerback and you gonna dick a nigga plethora of times. That's why it's better to use it. He got dicks, so I ain't gonna lie. Number 7, get that boy that. Hey, Georgia. Them boys, man. Let's keep it. Somewhere neutral.